Hello again, guys. It's me. I realized I never did give my name. I know it says Opal, but we're doing name of the month, okay? Each month I choose a different name. So for this month, I guess it can be Opal. But yeah, let's start again. Last time, we were talking about books, and they had a philosophical type conversation. So yeah. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Romance books. Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little bit more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the book she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all types of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema. That could be so much fun. And we could ignore the fact that she has to leave. End of the month. Probably. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. I must. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting out expelled anyways. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree I understand it, but I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't even talk if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shubina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change? Jesus. It's great to see you, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world was merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Yeah, we're not stalking her, we're just trying to bump into her coincidentally. Again. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. But there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll live this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira, hi. Huh? Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I took a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why? Out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Yeah? Ing on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. Eh, you spying on me now? What? No. No. I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes? She gives me a look of such contempt, it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying, really. I always take these walks after school, and going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street. Or near the community center. But it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, and so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up, and we'll clear everything up, and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, and you can see the way into the country. And what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hope she'd be here, I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything we've been through. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften, but then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. But can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just, whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I like to have a snow hill form over me, too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. No, I think she wanted to be left alone. I feel like I'm going to cry. Tough day for the socially awkward. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with some other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? That one's from grade 10. Oh, I bet Mishina will be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyways. Ugh, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Radham? No way. Dad's been. He's kinda tired recently. Really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear you. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. They even have this different music playing in the background, so something must be going on. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel very festive at all. I'll need to help decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira, she's absent again. I'm not surprised. I just wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. And maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little treat will do? A waffle? Would she like a waffle? Ah, what the heck? She's not a freaking dog. Why? Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale. Exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though, perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. I just thought of something like, imagine... This probably might not happen, but imagine we just stumble upon like her dead body as it gets colder. Like Ira's dead body just frozen in the snow. Oh, I hope this doesn't happen. It's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so... No, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall, and bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way that snow rests on the branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm heading into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. I'm a friendless loser. Just kidding. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I feel like that's a lot. I make my way upstairs. Well, actually, 1, 2... I feel like most are 4 stairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. Perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. We finally get to see her apartment. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't even see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. Mysterious. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward, per se. I just pick at the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard. You traitor. Brat. Ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. To distract from the intrusive thoughts, you should start knitting or something. So I direct my attention elsewhere. Exactly. What was I gonna do? What was I... Oh, right. I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosia did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Karen read. What did she like about it? I should have asked. Or was it? That's it.
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно, не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Okay, voice acting. We love to hear that. O damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire and sleep peacefully. I will oh, I didn't read it fast enough. It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. Well, I liked it from what I did read. Nature. Nature is a good subject. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least, worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she was a bad mood because of me. But, I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though. I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? She rips up my poem and slaps me in the face with it? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it, and we will be best friends. It's the perfect plan. Ow. My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before, but now, whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. Oh, I hate that. No, I would take the book, slap it on their shoulder, be like, "You are never getting my textbook again." What? I can't hand them back to the library like that. And I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week. Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira's taking in the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same, but still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not, but if she is, I have just the thing to help it. That's right, it's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple weeks. It's snowing. That's so cute. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. Everything is okay. The main road, the 2 residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I am a little tired of this view, but I can't hate it, and I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. What do you mean by that? Is the world gonna end? It's not gonna cease to exist if you move away. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5. Because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. Sorry, what? What? To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny his existence. I have to deny his existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to. Sorry, what? We learned an important piece of information. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Interesting. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch. I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh. At least my head feels really clear. I look up and see familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. Wow. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than that dinky sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housings disappear behind bigger and better homes. Fun, rocket toy. That's the old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Soya. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we liked the place. Somehow, today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Eh? I slow down. There's a figure sitting on the frozen merry-go-round. Don't tell me. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kinds of people here. At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we've had snow this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. No! She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira's letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. Okay, we're getting detailed. What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. They go back to whatever hell you came from. Go home, Asya. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. But your poem! If not for her footprints, I'd believe she was never even there. You could have given her your poem. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Wow. We did it, guys. We made it through episode 1. And I think that's a great place to stop. So, I will see you guys next episode, and thank you so much for watching.